You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards and the whole flock.
Thankfully, they did.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped, though I dare say she'd reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum.
Well...
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back. Told you. And it's see.
Is that it?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. Oh, stay. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But don't you worry, we'll get along. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You seem awful familiar. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly son. Anyhow, best be on my way.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need. Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
don't just stand there gawping. They won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader. Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all? It's all right to touch you.
What do you need? Things here ain't too bad. Nah. You've forgotten already, 'cause I haven't. Still. What's St. Fordian, do you? No scratches, all right? And?
Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. 4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
How much water can a flower drink?
Not as much as a troublesome
Won't be long now, Martel. See, I am,
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well,
It's good to know there's something of the...
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. Or I took it on, you see, after she... Well, and not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the...
Impressive. And welcome.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see... Here you go. Martel apples, they're called. In honor of her. You hear that, Martel?
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That broom's as ragged as a goat.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel.
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when...
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have been proud. And...
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could even have them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone...
That sounds like the Sid I knew of.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Hang on. These aren't Martel.
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all that. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over.
Not so much as... Well, you can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and,
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards. Cursebreakers. They were clearly...
They remembered her. I suppose she was very she put when she died.
And through...
Oh,
by the way...
Of course. They like your fruit, Martel?
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good?
You think it's all right to touch him?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull?
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen run.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of... Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be... And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to...
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village around them. Get him! Go for it! Get him! Go for it! This one! You're finished! This one. This one.
Injustice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a hand.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our...
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide.
Then they must be here for some...
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Welcome, stranger. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed their gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the wall.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Was this the first time they visited?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And if only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black...
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get him?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and you are to leave Amber.
May I at least ask?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all... The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then this village will not...
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperial, but other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will you...
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And running directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Good girl. Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're going to like it. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
More of my mother's men. Thanks, girl.
This one. Run like the wind. Be safe. Go for it!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Go for it! Over here!
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. All right. Straight home now.
Go, Tor! Get on! Go, Tor!
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Over here! Go, Tor! Go, Tor! This one!
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. I told my uncle found
Sick 'em! Get him!
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, enough for
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
to Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is a...
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits. Easier than felling a forest, I said. Just don't have teeth. Over here! I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Well, did you find me some whack?
Find is one.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
I'll go.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a
Come on.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians. The Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without... While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from... Very good. Now make ready for...
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will... Putting an end to the...
And so we
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. As you wish, my lord. I will be here should you need aught else. May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I did that.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Go to over here! This one! Sicker! Attack!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for.
More dragons.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
This one!
Not good.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is a field's rot. We battled to preserve the flame that, yet be that as it may, it is still up. For as long as the Fire and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarians...
So wait.
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrisons? A sound strategy, Mike.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have...
And appearances must. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be...
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither Wraith...
I might have something which could help with... It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosette...
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men at... If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown,
I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.